I'm going to very quickly show you the task for developing a motif in classical music. Okay, it's much easier than it sounds. First of all, obviously in Noteflight, we create a new score and we just need treble clef. Okay, now don't forget you could call it something, don't just leave it untitled. Okay, okay, I'm going to call it that. Now, the other thing we need to do with this is we're going to be in D major, 2 sharps. So I put my cursor there, and I go Command A, Command All. Okay, now my palette's a bit complicated because I have a lot more options up here. But if you have the option Measure and you go along, you should see these little, what you'd call hashtags. They're not. Change key signature. Click on that. D major. Okay. All right, now just click somewhere in the space down there so we're not highlighted. And we're going to use a theme from the New World Symphony. So we're going to learn a few skills here. You can either just click on an F, all right, but we want to put it in this first space because the first space in the treble clef is an F, and because of these things that we call sharps, you might call hashtags, they're actually sharps, that will be F sharp. Okay, now what we want to do is if we go to duration, here's duration, and we go along and there's a dot. Okay, rhythm dot, not 2 dots, we just want 1 dot. Click on that and it makes the note a bit longer. See how that changed? Now we're going to put a note up here and that makes another dotted crotchet, but what we need to do is just click on here on a quaver. Okay, so you can rewind this video if you want to watch that again. We made a dotted crotchet F sharp and a quaver A, and we put an A there, so we get do do do. Okay, we'll listen to it a second so you don't have to hear me singing. Okay, and there we are. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, that's a little bit fast. I'm going to select all and edit. Okay, you don't have to do this, but I think that's a bit fast. So I selected all. Now, if you go changing the speed and you don't select all, you're going to get different speeds all over the place. Okay, select all, and let's bring that back down to about 90. Okay, right, let's have a listen to that. Okay, now, what could we do with that? Okay, the original goes do do do, but we're going to just take that first bar, and we're going to, instead of copying what the original composer named Dvorak, that was the name of the fellow who wrote this, we're going to do something different. And I'm going to have a crotchet there. And I'm going to, I might do something like this. I might highlight that bar, copy it, and paste that in. And take that up, maybe not that higher, just that higher. Okay, because now this is what the composer wrote, and we're taking that musical idea and turning it into our own composition. Okay, because that's what composers do sometimes. Instead of just making something up, we start with someone else's idea. Okay, this guy's been dead for a while, so it's okay. You won't get sued, all right? So yeah, then we might, okay, let's have a listen to that, because it's not just about plonking notes in. We want to turn it into our own tune, okay? yeah, so I might go, yeah, I don't like that all that much. So I go edit, and I'm going to highlight that and bring that down a step. Okay, so we start experimenting with this. Yeah, okay, I like that better. All right, so that's the other thing too, is you don't just plonk the notes in and say, hey, I've finished, all right? So anyway, that's how we've started. I'll make another video to follow on, but this will get you started today. How to write that in, and then to start developing that into your own musical idea. And it's going to end up 16 bars long. This is only 4 bars, so you're going to need to add bars. And don't forget, we go edit, and don't forget to click on save so that next week you can come back to it, all right?